I would say that I'm best remembered for crying. I still am dealing with the grief of losing my mom, but also I come into this game a lot more lighthearted. If my mom knew that I was coming back to play Survivor with Ethan, with Sandra, with Tony, she would be over the moon.
Adam is going to be a really interesting guy to watch. People might think he's in over his head, but then you talk to him and he's got a pretty interesting strategy.
I want people to feel like I'm just so excited to be out here that they can sort of manipulate me however they want. If I can align with some of the big dogs and some of my lower threat level friends can align with other big dogs, this war will start sooner than they wanted to.
It wouldn't surprise me if Adam went a lot deeper than you might think at first glance.
I love to compete in anything. I've been an athlete my whole life. That was my core, just younger, which I played that in Guatemala, which worked great for me in some of those challenges because I was a fighter, and that hasn't changed. I'm still that person. But I think after having kids, you've got that mama bear, mentality. So I think I'm even stronger and tougher, and dear God, going through labor. There isn't anything out there that I can't handle after having natural childbirth.
Danny was somebody that we had our fingers crossed when we called. She was one of the most enthusiastic. It's not about, I'm out here to show my kids. I'm out here to win again. I like the fact that she thinks that people underestimate her, and it's put a little chip on her shoulder.
I look at the season like the NCAA tournament. You've got the blue bloods, the players that are always in the tournament, right? And then you get the mid-majors. That's me. Once in a while we show up, but the mid-majors a lot of times can be the David that just slays Goliath.
Wrap your head around this. The first time I played this game, I was 25 years old. I'm 43 now. My hair's getting gray. It's been 18 and a half years. It's supposed to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I made a career out of it.
I think Rob's chances of winning are higher than people think. There's some other old school players out here, and I do think there's something about the idolatry of Rob that maybe I'll hang in there for a little bit with you. And I think your game might be better with Rob early on than without him.
Not only has everybody here played the game, they've all won the game. So everybody knows what's going on. So if they're thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead, you got to be 4 or 5 steps ahead. Nobody's gotten more from Survivor than me. Everybody knows it. I met my wife on the show. I have 4 amazing daughters because of Survivor. There's no bigger winner. There's no bigger target. But I'll tell you this, it doesn't matter. I'll still figure out a way around it.
A couple of things that make it special for me this time around. One is I have kids, and my 2 girls finally saw me on Cook Islands for the first time. They're really excited about the idea that I would come back on, and the opportunity to go through this viewing experience together as a family is really appealing to me. The other thing too, when I played on Cook Islands, I felt like I had to represent my community, and I was very careful about what I said and what I did. This time around, it's like no holes barred. I can go full throttle, hold nothing back, and see how I do.
Yul is an iconic player, and he dominated his season with strategy that we'd never seen. He would always gather the troops and say, it's A to B to C to D, 10 plus 8 is 18 minus 6 divided by... You don't know what he's talking about, but it worked every time. And you look at him, and he's still physically imposing. I can't wait to see him in challenges. I'm very excited Yul's back. Ready for it?
I'm ready to go.
Sophie's probably the most changed winner out here. She was really a young woman, very smart, played a scrappy game, got to the end, pulled out the victory. The Sophie that's here today is a powerful woman.
I can't play like my 21-year-old self. My 21-year-old self was really good at saying, sure, coach, what do you want to do? Anything you want to do, that sounds great. My 30-year-old self or 29-year-old self, I'm gonna be like, hell no.
And I am really curious because I don't know how she's gonna play. With Rob, I kind of know. With Tyson, I know. With Sophie, you're scary because you already won and now you're different.
I'm a business consultant for healthcare companies. What it means is I'm constantly thrown into new situations and have to get really rapidly up to speed. I think it's the perfect analogy for what you have to do in Survivor. Every time there's a tribe swap, what's the problem? Who are the people? How do I solve it? So I think I've been very well prepared over the last couple of years.